Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the High Court has ruled over a petition filed to block Senator Sakaja from running for Nairobi governor on issue of the academic papers. And as we are speaking now, Sakaja is free to vie for the governor of Nairobi. Now, that on aside, I wanted us to look on the debate, the governor debate that happened yesterday between Sakaja and Polycarp Igathe. Forget about these other candidates because they proved that they were not ready even for the question as far as how they were responding to the question put on them. So Sakaja and Polycarp Igathe are the people to watch in this race. And I was reading comments across the social media. And one thing I learned was that the Azimio side were expecting too much from Polycarp Igathe. But Polycarp Igathe, yes, he delivered, but he did not deliver to the expectation of the Azimio side. I was reading how they were reacting to the debate. And one thing in that debate, if I have to point out some of the mistakes that I saw, number one, Senator Sakaja came in that debate late, na ni kama alipanga kuja kuchelewa. But the worst thing, he did not apologize. Sasa hapo alionyesha kiburi. I think that was a mistake he did. And from Polycarp's side, Polycarp to some extent was not careful on the words he was using in reference to Senator Sakaja. First thing, Polycarp Igathe went further to compare Sakaja in reference to his situation to a dead dog. The issue here is not what you say, it is how you say it. And that was a big mistake for Polycarp Igathe because many people know Polycarp Igathe as a humble man. But when he got to that level, people are seeing a man who is not harmless the way they thought he's harmless. Listen to this shortly.
I want to come in and say, yeah, it's true. Don't kick a man when he's down, but I have a better statement. Don't kick a dead dog.
I don't understand why you'd call the former governor a dog.
No, it's not the former governor. It's you I'm talking about.
Lakini naomba Igathe,
I don't want to kick you. That's why I'm asking.
Igathe,
and you had me.
Naomba,
you said
Igathe,
you had me earlier.
Naomba unisikize dakika moja, sekunde moja.
Yeah.
Tafadhali tusitumie lugha ya matusi wakati na kudhalilishana katika mjadala.
Wacha niseme hivi. Let me say this.
Now, secondly, in the entire debate, Polycarp Igathe proved a point when he came in with the issue of managerial aspect to Nairobi. He proved to be a good manager if given a chance. But the problem is that Polycarp Igathe does not understand Nairobi. And from Senator Sakaja's side, he brought in the aspect of better understanding of Nairobi County. So it means Sakaja understands everything and most of the issues within Nairobi. So in one hand, you have someone who understands the issues, and in another hand, you have someone who has managerial skill, but they don't understand the real issues within Nairobi. That was another aspect. And Polycarp Igathe, to some extent, failed to focus on the debate when he brought in the issue of Mother Karua. They asked him a question about water, and they went further to say that Karua has a solution for water. What Igathe forgot is that the people of Nairobi are not voting for Mother Karua to become the governor of Nairobi. They want to vote for Polycarp Igathe and the Sakaja. So these are the people are going to focus on when they're going into this election. So bringing in the name of Mother Karua, we understand that ticket is so powerful, but it was unnecessary into this debate. Because definitely what he was bringing in, Polycarp Igathe, watu wengi wamemwona kama project. Because remember, Tim Wanyonyi was on ballot, but he was called, na Igathe akapewa hiyo nafasi. So he was supposed to shed away this issue of project, but he bring in the Martha Karua card into this issue. In that way, alikuwa anapoteza. And you see, by the fact that Polycarp Igathe brought in the issue of Martha Karua, it turned into fodder for Senator Sakaja to pounce on Polycarp Igathe.
I've heard him mentioning Martha. Earlier he mentioned Raila. These are people we all, we know and we've worked with many years. Don't run away and hide behind them when you don't have the point. Just say the point as it is. Because Nairobians are electing you to be governor of Nairobi, not Martha Karua, not Raila Odinga. They're electing you. If they elect you, if they make that decision, which I know they will not make, you must sort out the distribution issue of water, because water goes hand in hand with housing. So I've spoken about the quantity. And it's not about waiting for an angel from national government to do it. Already we're at 90% with the Northern Collector 1. The piping has been, or rather the tunneling has been done. The piping is at 34%.
Now, debating and management is two different things. That's why you see in Siaya, people understand Senator Orengo as a good debater, but there's problem with the ODM candidates, because they're not comfortable in electing Orengo to become their governor. I'm not saying that is the same thing in Nairobi. But what I'm saying here is that in this debate, personally, I felt that Senator Sakaja performed a little bit better compared to Polycarp Igathe when it comes to argument. Sakaja definitely performed a little bit better compared to Polycarp Igathe. But that one aside, because in this election, this debate is not going to determine who will become the governor. The issue in the situation room is the ethnic card that is going to play in Nairobi. Because in this election, this is how people are going to ask themselves questions. Number one, Polycarp Igathe is on ballot, a Kikuyu. Senator Sakaja is on ballot. Definitely, people are saying in Mkalenjin, but we know he is closely associated with the Luya and assimilated to the Luya. So, for him, he carried himself as a Luya. Mama yake ni Mluya, of course. Mama ya baba yake, wengi hatujui. So let us assume that for Sakaja is a Luya, Polycarp Igathe is a Kikuyu. So Kikuyus have a question to ask themselves in this election. Are they going to vote for a governor in Nairobi, Polycarp Igathe, or they're going to vote for a deputy governor, who happened to be Senator Sakaja's running mate? They will make a choice. And of course, you know where they will go to. The second thing here is about the Kambas. Kambas have to make a choice in Nairobi. They have one of their own running as a deputy governor to Polycarp Igathe. So they have to make a decision between voting for one of their own to become a deputy governor or voting for Sakaja, who has no one in his side as a running mate to him from Kamba community. So you know where they will vote. Now you go to the Luo side. They have to make a decision. And the decision Luos are going to make is to vote in the direction Raila Odinga is planting a sense of direction towards. And you know where Raila Odinga is heading to. Polycarp Igathe is the man he's supporting. Now we come to the issue of the Luya community. Luyas have to make a decision here. They had interest in Tim Wanyonyi. But Tim Wanyonyi is not running now. He was shortchanged by the deep state because they needed Polycarp Igathe. And again, in this election, we understand within Azimio, there's no a higher position that was given to Luya community, because if you talk about president, it is Raila Odinga. Martha Karua will be the deputy president. Kalonzo Musyoka will be prime minister. So there is no Luya there. They were hoping for Nairobi seat. And because they shortchanged Tim Wanyonyi, Luyas are going to vote for Senator Sakaja. Few will vote for Polycarp, but many are going to vote for Senator Sakaja. You come to the aspect of the Kisii. Kisii are going to vote either side. They might vote for Polycarp Igathe, and others might decide to vote for Senator Sakaja. The other aspect here, when Kisiis are voting here, are expecting that Luyas are going to vote for Mama Miradi, Millicent Omanga, because she's running for Nairobi woman rep. We understand Kikuyus are going to vote for one of their own, because ODM candidate Kikuyu and who is current woman rep of Nairobi County, Esther Pasari. So Kikuyus might not vote for Millicent Omanga, but Luyas might vote for. So the Kisiis are going to put that thing into context. So most of them might vote for Sakaja when they think in return Luyas might vote with them. And beside this, I know there is also some Luos, Kikuyus, who will comfortably vote for Sakaja. Because if you look at that, my friend, in that contest, the margin will not be that much huge. It won't be. That means we have some Kikuyus and Luos who will comfortably vote for Sakaja. But all put aside, Sakaja has an upper hand if he plays politics good. If he plays well, he has an upper hand in this Nairobi thing, because numbers are favoring him. As far as, our election is always tribal. The issue of academic, those certificates and degrees will not play in Nairobi. I'm saying this because I know many people in Nairobi, wengi walimaliza shule lakini hawana hizo degrees. Wengine hawakumaliza shule, they left somewhere, wali drop from class. Na wengine are just from 4 leavers. So they don't bother into that issue. If you don't believe what I'm saying, look on how they voted for Baba Yao Waititu. The issue of Sonko, hata kama wanasema kona karatasi, competence. So that will not come into play. Tribal card is the issue that will play here. And Igathe has numbers because Raila will be asking Luos to vote for him. And the Kambas will vote for him because one of their own is on that side. So that's how this thing is going to play. We understand up to now, Sakaja has been rated high as the preferred person to become the governor of Nairobi. The rating is high according to the opinion poll, but things might change if the ethnic card will come into play. I don't know what to think about this, but that was my observation as far as that debate is concerned. Let us meet in the comment section to have a continuation of this conversation.